Are we rolling?
We're rolling.
Okay, woo. Cheers, go.
Yeah, cheers, Wren. Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Yes, and I think I'm going to be hosting again. I have a great idea for this episode, because we said that we collectively both said that we were going to go and make like a more planned structure to the episodes. So, here's how the episode's going to go.
Okay, because
We're gonna give you the structure up front, and then you can decide if this is the podcast for you.
I already know it's not the podcast for me, so can I go?
No. No, actually, you're required to stay because you're actually important for this one. Believe it or not, you have importance because we're gonna play a game, and it's a two-people game, so I need you here. And that's the only reason I want you to stay. Okay.
Wait, we didn't do introductions yet.
Wait. Hi, I'm Wren.
Hi, I'm Go.
Great. Okay. We don't. That's enough talking from you. You're very chatty today. So we're gonna start, and I wanted to start. The first part we're gonna talk about what I think makes perfect reality competition TV because I'm very passionate about this subject.
I didn't expect that from you, but
Yeah. No. I am. That's what I do with my day. And then we're gonna have an ad break because hashtag we're not sponsored by anyone, but I really want to talk about something.
okay. What? Now I'm curious. You got my curiosity. I don't know, but you're going to talk about that.
Oh no, it's great. I got a leaflet through the door from this local company, and I just really want to talk about them. So that's just me willingly doing that.
Okay, I hope it's not like dodgy or anything.
No, it's not. No, it's actually you'll love it. You'll love it. It's funny. We're gonna like lovingly make fun of them. Anyway, after that, then we're gonna play a game. So I kind of really want to rush straight to the game.
No, you set up the structure. Now you've got to follow it.
Okay. So I'm basically just gonna take over for the first bit, and you can just like respond naturally. So I was thinking the other day about why I like reality competition TV so much, and I think what it is that I just really like to see. This is sweet. You're like this is. I'm a sweet person.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, so I would just really like to see people doing what they love to do, like at the highest level. So I'll watch, even if I have absolutely no idea about what the subject is. I'll just watch it because I just want to see people doing really well at it. So like Bake Off and MasterChef and Drag Race and Next in Fashion and Project Runway and I just finished this one.
Oh, we watched this one together because I like this one.
Yeah, you like this one because this was so we just finished watching Instant Hotel.
Let me talk about Instant Hotel.
Okay, I'll let you talk about it.
Okay, because Instant Hotel, the premise is that it's a bunch of Australians who run like Airbnbs from their houses, and that sounds like a sensible idea for a show. And then they go to each other's Airbnbs, and then they rate them, and then they talk about that in front of each other, which instantly causes everyone to hate each other. And then they've got to stick together and keep going to all the different places. And by the end of it, you end up with a bunch of people that either love each other or they really hate each other. And
yeah, but see, my problem with this show is that because you've got like 5 or 6 couples of people, that's like 12 people.
Good counting.
Yeah. But because you've got that many people coming to stay, these aren't little Airbnbs. These are like mansions. So it's a bunch of rich people showing each other their mansions, but all complaining about it. So
this is the best concept for a show ever. Like, I thought it was good with the Airbnb thing, because I was like, oh, it's kind of like Four in a Bed, which is like the same idea, but it's like sweet little couples trying to run their hotels, and they're almost bankrupt, and they really need this TV show to keep going. And this is like the opposite, where they're like billionaires, and this is like their 5th house that they're renting out. and it's full of antiques, or it's like a one of a kind, or it's a penthouse suite on the top of a new skyscraper in a local tourist town. Like this is
Like, I don't care about any of these people failing. I kind of want their businesses to fail. So I'm like, yeah, get them. Yeah, complain about everything. But,
but also what they've agreed to do when they sign up to the show is kind of it's not about who's got the best property. It's like who's playing those mind games the best, who's making everyone else see the bad, even though there isn't any bad to see because they're all amazing properties. And I kind of live for that because if that's your thing that you're amazing at doing, like this is the show for you, and I want to see you do it amazingly.
can we also talk about,
Oh, we can.
we can talk about in season 2, there was, I forget their names, because it's probably for the best that I forget their names so that this doesn't count as slander.
Right, because they might not like you saying this.
Right, but there was, a couple, a boy and a girl, who were like newly dating and renting out his family's beach house or something like that. Um, and then there was another team that was a mother and son who were actually they were the ones renting out the penthouse on the top of the skyscraper in the local tourist attraction. So they're on like opposite sides of Australia.
Right. That's really not important.
No, I'm painting the picture.
Okay.
The boy in the couple spent the whole what like 6 episodes just non-stop flirting with the boy in the other team, and to the point where I looked it up online. I went on Reddit and found there was a subreddit for fans of this show, and everyone there is like, did everyone notice them flirting the whole time?
The whole time.
Literally the whole time. To the point where I'm like, you know your girlfriend's right there watching you, and she's acting like she's okay with this, but she has to act like she's okay with this because you're business partners, and he was the one that owned the property. So she's making money from being his girlfriend, which I'm not. That's not like an accusation that their relationship is fake and she's just there for the money, but that's definitely part of it. If she gets angry at him for flirting with that other guy, she might be out of a job. So if I was her, I'd be like, we'll keep it off. We'll keep it off the air. We'll talk about this privately. But literally the whole time.
No, I noticed it as well. I don't really pick up on that stuff, but I don't know. Maybe in the second episode, he was like, "Oh, you're the best looking person here," and then there was an episode where there was a river that had like a river on the property of the mansion they were staying in. So it was like a private river, and there was a little sign that was like clothing optional. So the boy in the couple is like, "Hey, you should definitely get naked." And like he didn't say that to anyone else. He was just like, "You, I think I specifically want to see you naked." And then in the next episode, the first boy was like in the shower, and the second boy accidentally walked in, and the first boy is like, "It's okay, it's a big shower. You can get in too." I'm like, that's shameless. Like, that's almost, even if they were a couple, that would be borderline too much for TV. I'm like, guys, keep it in the bedroom.
So anyway, I just really hope that they got together after the show because they had great chemistry. They there was a back and forth. They were equally as hot as each other. I know that's not important, but like they were. It wasn't like a weird ugly guy creeping after a hot guy. It was like, no, they were both like insanely hot.
So that's your take on reality competitions.
Well, yeah. There are other reality competitions where people have got into relationships and stuff, so it's not like the most scandalous. But it was like out of nowhere, because the first season of Instant Hotel had none of that. The first season, which I do think is the superior season.
No, I agree.
The first season was like twice as long, and for some reason they shortened the format. So in the first season, they had like 5 teams compete to get a winner, then another 5 teams compete to get a winner, and then those 2 compete to be the winner. So you got to meet a lot of people, and then in the second round, you got to see people from the 2 different teams interacting, which was really interesting because like most of them kind of weren't competing with each other. I just think
Yeah, so
I I preferred that, um, and I think the right team won in season one. I think the runners-up in season one were probably my favorites, but everyone who appears on the show.
right, no, everyone who appears on the show gets loads of exposure, and they're going to get loads of new guests to their instant hotel.
Right.
So there's no real losers
Unless you go on and you kind of make yourself look like a bad landlord or Airbnb owner, whatever they're called.
so
Yeah, so that's quite complicated. So you're playing it's a competition. So you're there to be competitive and to like drag people down, but you also want to make yourself look good. That's hard.
that's hard.
And see, that's why I think people who are good at that, this is your moment to shine, and I want to see you doing that well. So,
Well, I feel enlightened, and honestly, it feels like like don't take this as an accusation, but it does feel like you watch reality TV to kind of study humans from the outside.
I can see, yeah, but everyone does that. I feel like everyone's just really curious about what's going on in everyone else's head. It's not like a it's not like a I'm not a human thing. It's like a I'm not like these kind of humans thing. The kind of humans that I'm like would never be on TV, especially reality TV. Like, firstly, that's so much pressure that I can't handle. It's too much attention that I can't handle.
But you love attention.
I love attention on my terms. That's why YouTube is perfect for me. I'm uploading what I want, and if I get too many views,
If you get too many, you're probably just gonna private all these, everything that you've got on you.
yeah, it wouldn't be the first time. I've got a lot of private videos on my YouTube.
And would the people like to see them?
No, no, they would not. No, they would not. No, they're pretty bad. But we all grow, we all learn, we all change, we all adapt, and then inevitably we all end up with a podcast.
That does seem to be what happens, doesn't it? It's like the laziest.
It's like the laziest because the amount of editing that I mean, I think I edit this podcast more than because I'm the editor,
Yeah, well, this is like your vision. I didn't really want to do this.
right? So I edit. Um, I thought we were gonna edit as a team, but it turned out last episode I just do all the editing. So
I'm just glad you didn't cut out everything that I said because you could have.
I thought about it.
Okay.
But you kept like talking over me and like talking in between me, so I couldn't cut it out. So I just had to leave it.
You're a gracious editor. I did not. You left in every compliment that I gave you as well.
Yes, yes. The people deserve to hear me being complimented. That's for sure. I literally can't remember what I was talking about.
You were talking about how you were definitely a real human, and people like you wouldn't ever be on TV.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I was saying, people end up with podcasts because this podcast has a lot of editing, but most podcasts, compared with like a video recorded, it really is so much less editing. Because in a normal video, because I used to make like normal videos, when you make a mistake, you've got to go back and delete it, and sometimes re-record the thing that you did wrong.
Right. But in a podcast,
But in a podcast, you just leave it in, and it's like, oh, remember that blooper in the middle of the podcast? People just, I don't know. It's so much more conversational.
right? And when you conversate,
I think it's converse.
when you converse, you bitch, I hate you for that. But when you converse, you do make mistakes, and they just stay in.
Right,
That's part of your interaction with the other person.
right.
So we're getting a little. This is a little. We're not talking about reality TV anymore. What was your? Should we go into that ad break then? Because I want to get to this game.
Yes, okay, so this week's episode is not sponsored by a new pizza place that dropped off a thing through my door today, which I'm not going to say the name of because obviously I don't have their permission, but it is a Brazilian pizza place.
Sorry, a Brazilian pizza place.
Yeah, it's a Brazilian pizza place. I'm not familiar with Brazilian pizza as a concept, as a premise, as a business idea, but I'm like, kind of here for it. Like, this isn't like I'm not about.
So, you're not about to be mean, are you?
No, I'm not about to be mean. I'm honestly mind blown by what is in this menu because there's 10 savory pizzas.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there because all pizzas are savory.
That's what I thought. But this menu also has 10 sweet pizzas. And
I'm sorry. What did you just say?
I said sweet pizza. I mean, we haven't got to that yet because I want to talk about the savory pizzas because they start with like cheese and pepperoni and then there's toppings that I've never heard of before. So I'm obsessed. So you can get a pizza portuguesa.
Okay, I'm kind of in for whatever this is.
It's got eggs on it.
Right?
There's also a chicken cachapuri pizza, which has Brazilian cheese. I guess that's what cachapuri is. But it's also they spelled chicken wrong twice. No, sorry, that
Now, you said you weren't gonna be mean.
no. This menu is the least spell checked thing I've ever seen. So it says number 8, chicken cachapuri cheese, and then the description says it contains chicken without a C. Chicken.
I love it.
They also do a stroganoff pizza and a carbonara pizza.
I'm not really following. None of these sound like pizzas.
But wait,
Oh no, I hate whatever I'm about to hear.
you do hate whatever you're about to hear because in the sweet pizza menu, they've got a bounty pizza, which is condensed milk chocolate and coconut.
Okay, what you're describing right now is not a pizza. That's not a pizza. That's not a pizza. None of that was pizza.
None of that was pizza, but it's not my favorite on this list.
Okay.
Because my favorite on this list is I thought it was put in the wrong menu because in their savory pizzas, there's no pineapple and cheese. In their sweet pizzas, there's pineapple and cheese.
This is cursed.
Yeah, it is, because I was reading it and I thought, oh, have they just put that in the wrong menu? No, this is a sweet pizza. I don't know what kind of cheese it is, but the description says, are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Cheese, pineapple, cinnamon.
Okay. So there's no tomato,
Right,
but it doesn't say it's like a cream cheese or a sweet cheese.
right. It just says cheese, so I'm nervous about that. Is this a cheddar? Is this a mozzarella with cinnamon?
I mean, like, to play Brazilian devil's advocate here, cheese and fruit is kind of a sweet thing.
Okay.
And like, I've heard of people having like a slice of cheese with like a fruitcake, so that's got cinnamon in it, like cinnamon and raisins and stuff.
Okay, but that's not a pizza.
No, that's not a pizza.
I also want to talk about they have a separate vegan menu, which I really appreciate because these are the only pizzas that I can eat.
That's right. Yeah, you don't usually get a vegan pizza option from a takeaway pizza place.
But they only do they don't do a plain cheese pizza in the vegan menu, even though they have vegan cheese.
Okay, so they've got vegan cheese. They could do you a vegan cheese pizza.
They could, but they don't. They only do Mexican vegan pizza, which I was like, okay, I'll hear them out. Maybe it's like a spicy vegetable pizza. Maybe it's just like bell peppers and chilies and stuff. But it is green beans, kidney beans, baby corn, and a vegan cheese. So
So,
I might buy it, but also that sounds horrible.
this sounds truly horrific.
Literally everything on this menu is misspelled. Oh, and the best bit is that they're not on any kind of food delivery service and they don't have a website.
This sounds like a fake business.
It kind of, now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, is this just a front for something else? They're only open 3 days a week, and you can only order through WhatsApp.
Okay. I'm not following.
Or you can phone them, So that's normal. Maybe they're just really old-fashioned. But the WhatsApp gets me, because they haven't given you any, like, way to find them on WhatsApp. It just says WhatsApp. So,
Do you just like you find them with their phone number?
which is just, that's just a mobile phone number. That they don't have a landline. They just have a mobile number.
This sounds like a fake business.
But I really appreciate a fake pizza business with a vegan menu. Even though it's like the weirdest vegan menu ever, I might be buying from here. They also do an Oriental vegan pizza, which is, of course, all your favorite pizza toppings: cabbage, cauliflower, bamboo, leeks, and a vegan cheese.
I honestly hate everything that I just heard.
You know, I thought you would. And that's why you can host the next bit, because now we're gonna play a game.
Oh, finally, I love games. This is all I wanted to do. This is the only reason I agreed to do a podcast with you, is because I want to play these games. And this was my idea for a game. So, loads of podcasts have that newlyweds kind of game.
Right? But we're not.
No, we're not.
No.
So I looked for questions that were like people who are new friends, because I feel like we're kind of new friends, not to be presumptuous, but I kind of like you.
Well, I like me too. So we're on the same page.
Yeah, why, why, why do I like you?
It's a mystery.
It is, but like,
I don't know why anyone likes me, but they just do. There's just something going on there. So, I did know this was happening because we have written down our answers beforehand. We're playing this properly.
we're playing this properly. We wrote down our answers to the questions, like, first thing this morning, and have promptly forgotten them all. I have no idea what the questions even are, so hopefully we'll be able to do this organically.
Right, because we do have that kind of knowing what's going on in each other's brains thing.
Yeah, we do. So hopefully forgetting everything will make this seem more genuinely like we don't know what's happening. So, question one, we have, what element are you, or what element do you kind of associate with yourself?
Okay, I like this question. I feel like you'll be able to guess what element I feel about myself.
So how did you answer this? You answered this with how you see yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I don't care how anyone else sees me.
Okay, so I think you see yourself as carefree, light-hearted, joyful.
Yeah, keep going, I like this.
I didn't say I see you as this. This is how you see yourself.
Okay, you are right so far.
So I think those things are kind of airy.
Ding 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 ding. I wrote air. I am a very airy person.
Okay. Okay, I see that for you. Yeah, I mean, I could, like, justify any element, but I think you see yourself as air.
Yes, so now I have to guess what you see yourself as?
Yeah, you have to actually think about me from my point of view, not from your point of view.
Okay, you see yourself as earthy? You're kind of laid back and low energy, but like...
Okay, I wrote fire, so you're wrong.
Why did you say fire?
I just really like fire. I feel like I'm quite fiery. Like, maybe I don't. I mean, I'll take that. I like that you think I'm laid back, but I'm, like, laid back on the surface, and underneath, like, constantly not laid back. I feel like I have quite an anxious energy. I like to be doing things. I like to distract myself a lot, so maybe I seem laid back. I sound kind of chill when I talk, but I think I'm pretty passionate. Mostly, like, I passionately hate things, or passionately love things. I'm a person of extremes. I think I'm kind of fiery.
Do you passionately hate or love me?
I tolerate you, and you're a lot. You're a lot to handle. I don't think we're really... Yeah, tolerate. That's my word of the day.
Okay, so usually you're more positive about me, but when I pushed you to those extremes, you suddenly that sounded like you were lying. That I think you actually care for me a lot more than you're pretending right now, because I'm me. How could you not?
I hate this. I really hate this. Um, I'm hoping that your personality develops over the next few episodes to get like less annoying. Like, could you chill out maybe? Could you get more earthy, perhaps?
Listen, babes. Earth is the opposite from air. I don't think I can get earthier. I could get waterier. I feel like I kind of like I could get into water and stuff, but not earth. That's not for me.
Okay, whatever. I'm moving on. The next question:
Okay, I like this question.
would you rather go to the beach or the mountains? That's the question. So it's multiple choice. So you've got to pick one of two.
Okay, so I have to guess what you wrote. I think I mean, you would like either of them?
That's true. I would like either of them. So I don't think there's really a wrong answer here.
Okay, so I'm gonna guess that you wrote mountains because I feel like you're kind of beaches are always full of people, and you're more of a you'd rather go on like a hike up a mountain like completely alone.
Yeah, yeah. No, I absolutely see what you're saying. That absolutely makes sense. That's not what I wrote.
Oh, shoot.
No, I wrote beach. The beach is close to me. I just really like the beach. But you are absolutely right with everything you said. I like. I was assuming that the beach was empty, so I like an empty beach. I do get this kind of paranoia when I'm on the beach that there's going to be a tsunami, which obviously that wouldn't happen on a mountain. But
You realize where you live is like at sea level, so if there's a tsunami, it doesn't matter whether you're at the beach or not.
yeah, no, I know, yeah. But it's just like whenever I'm at the beach and I see the ocean, I'm like that ocean could kill me. But that kind of that thrill, I don't want to say I like it, but it really contextualizes like being alive and stuff.
But this is the question is not supposed to be that deep.
No, I know, but like I thought about this for you as well, and I think both of us kind of like that feeling of being small and insignificant. So for you, I think you would have said mountains, because you're airy.
Right, I like where this is going. So you've actually thought about how I think about myself.
Yeah, so I think you like spaces that are really open to the sky, especially I think at night.
Oh, I do love looking at stars and stuff, and you get really good stars, and you can see comets and stuff from mountains. I'll take that. Yeah, no. Well, the good thing is I wrote mountains, so I wasn't actually thinking about all of that. I was just thinking. Honestly, I was thinking about the same thing I was thinking with you, where I was like, oh, the beaches are like near the cities and full of people, and the mountains are just big and empty.
But yeah, no, see that big emptiness, that's like what I was channeling. You want to be in a big empty space so that you feel like small and insignificant. I don't know why you like to feel like that. I'm definitely not projecting.
Okay, what the hell is question number three? I can only see my answer. Oh, question number three is the animal that you like the best, the animal that if you could have anything as a pet. So for you, um, I don't want to say you're basic or anything, but you're kind of simple in the things that you like. So I thought something like a cat or or a fox maybe, because foxes they're quite cat-like, but they're like quieter and they run around, and I think you're quite you'd like foxes. Um,
I'll take that as a compliment. And actually, you're pretty close. I wrote pine marten, which they are related to cats and foxes. They're in the kind of weasel family. They do that. They do that. Running around and running up trees. They're super cute. They're also like vicious predators.
so just kind of like cats and foxes.
Yeah, they will like rip a rodent to shreds, but they're so adorable. And I kind of like that juxtaposition. They're like tiny little, like you imagine like a little teddy bear, but like a teddy bear with fangs.
This is a dark side from you. I really thought you were just gonna like something cute.
Well, no, I do. It's a cute little predator. There's something I find predators appealing. Maybe because they can look after themselves. They're like, not just that they can feed themselves, but they can defend themselves. I like that. For you, I have no idea what you would have written. I mean, the obvious answer is to go for like a wren.
Yeah, I am Wren.
Yeah, but is that too obvious? I genuinely don't remember what you wrote. This is an animal you'd want to have as a pet. So maybe no, I think I will go with like some kind of bird, like you like puffins?
Everyone likes puffins.
Okay, puffins or like a quail or a chicken or something.
Okay, I wrote whale. I was thinking, okay,
I hate this.
no, but I was thinking like, what animal would I just love to be responsible for, or be able to protect, or or just go and see. I just love whales so much.
So you wrote whale as like your dream pet.
I wasn't thinking about it as pet. It was literally just my favorite animal. So if I was having a pet, I think you can get like half a point for like, I think quails, because I used to have a quail. I love quails. They're like understated and underrated chickens, because they're kind of, they fill the same role, but they're like less flashy about it. They're just, I don't know. But the boys, they can get pretty flashy. But obviously, I had a girl quail because, well, she was a rescue, so I didn't like choose, but I did have quail eggs free. So love that.
Yeah, actually that's pretty cool. Quails and whales. That's I'll remember that.
Yeah. I actually like this next question better. So the next question was, what animal do you relate to the most, or you see yourself as? So for you, knowing that you like little predators and stuff.
Oh no, that's not the direction I went.
Oh no, okay. Oh, I was gonna say you were gonna be some kind of little predator, but like one that can defend itself, but also rip little animals to shreds. So I was gonna say like a hedgehog or something.
Oh, I suppose hedgehogs, they are predators, aren't they? Like they'll eat anything, but they'll rip a worm to shreds. Hedgehogs love a bit of cat food.
Yeah, but you didn't go in that direction.
No, I went in the kind of like I didn't go in an aspirational way. I was like, if I was an animal, like what animal do I think I would be?
So you don't think that you would be a little predator?
No, I think I'm more of a. I mean, I don't want to give you too many clues, but like big, gentle, but strong, earthy.
See, you are earthy.
Yeah, well, I think most animals are earthy. There's what the fiery animal.
Okay. So I'm like really trying to get into your mindset, and I big, gentle. Did you say like a panda?
Oh, I like that. I like pandas. No. My answer was okay. I wrote mammoth.
I was never gonna get that.
No, but I wrote next to it elephant in case we weren't allowed extinct animals. So take whichever one of those. You were wrong either way.
No, but I love that for you, mammoth. You do have that kind of prehistoric vibe going on. You like, the fires and stuff. Like you could light a fire and be a mammoth. That's very, you're setting a scene. Explains, is that why you like oranges and browns and stuff?
I don't know. I never thought about that. But what I am thinking about is what animal you relate to the most. So you're obnoxious, but you're kind of like effervescent.
Oh, I like the come on big word. Yeah.
But it's true. You're like, you're one of those people that everything is about you. Maybe like a peacock or something.
You keep going for birds, and you were so close because this was the answer I put wren. I think I'm like a wren.
Oh, I hate that. I really was so close.
Yeah, but wrens are like, especially Australian wrens. They're like small, but they're like really pretty, and there's lots of blues. I like blues. They have like a beautiful singing voice. Like I'm not gonna sing for you now, but trust me, it's beautiful in my mind. So I went, so, uh, so we really failed that. But I think actually you were pretty close. I think peacock is a good kind of, you were on the right path. Peacock is like what I wish I was, but I'm just a wren.
Okay, I'll take the next question first. So, the next question is just your favorite season. So, for you, being an airy, you like to be outdoors, you like to be in the sky, so you'd pick the season that has the longest days, but you like nighttime too. But I'll go with summer.
Yes! You are winning this. I think you're winning this game. I'm not keeping track of the points, but I wrote summer because for exactly the reasons that you said. I really like the long days. I like the sunlight. Even as a nocturnal person, I really like the long light days, and it also seems to be like everyone just seems happier. It's like the happy season. For you, I don't think you care about people being happy. Um, I think you wrote like autumn or something. You like those brown colors. I'm really focused on that.
Okay, I do like brown colors. I wrote winter, which I think is also quite a brown season. I like the long nights, and I really, really like being cold because I like wearing layers and just wrapping up in blankets and stuff. You can't do that in any other season. It needs to be winter, unless I was living somewhere where it was cold all year round. So, like, yeah, pretty close, but no. I'm definitely winning this. It, somehow it's not surprising that I know you better, even though we've only just met. You just absolutely don't care about what I think at all. So, I'm not surprised. The next question is, this was a silly one. So it's celebrity crush. For you, I think you would like someone pretty. I think you would like someone popular. I think you would like someone talented. Maybe musical
Yeah?
or artistic.
No. I mean, yes, but that's not what I wrote. I went for the musical.
Okay, so it's music. It's a music person. So, I can't think of a single musician. Did you go for a boy?
Yeah, we both went for boys. I have no doubt.
So you wrote. My mind is blanking on all musicians. I don't know. Justin Timberlake.
Okay, Grandma. Maybe if it was like 1999, I would have written that. But I wrote Boo Sung-kwan from 17.
Oh yeah. No, you do like him.
I do like him, and let me tell you why. So he's cute. He's just so talented. The first time I heard him, I was like, "Who's that voice? It's time for me to stand." And then I did, and then I saw his face, and I was like, "It's time for me to develop emotions." And then I saw his butt, and I was like, "The emotions are strong." You know what I mean?
No, I know what you mean. Yeah, no, yeah, he's great. He's like all round great. He seems like a nice person as well. He does.
I don't really follow like um, celebrities' personal lives or anything, but he just seems like he's probably a nice person, and he's probably not too obnoxious, even though he's so talented, because he's in a group, and so you can't be a diva when you're the talented one in a group. You have to let everyone have their time to shine. So I feel like he would let me have my time to shine. So I like that.
Great. Now you got to guess mine, and I did not go in the musical direction. So that's why I couldn't think of any musicians.
Okay, try to get into your mindset. You didn't go for a musical direction. They've got to be a celebrity. You probably like talented people as well.
Yeah.
Um,
I'll tell you now. I went for someone funny. I went for someone that makes me laugh, and I think that's like the most important thing that I look for. It's not Catherine Ryan. Catherine Ryan makes me laugh more than anyone else. But I didn't write her. I wrote boy. I was factoring in. I want him to be funny and a little bit cute.
okay, so like Adam Devine,
Okay, I didn't write that, but he can get it.
he can get it.
He can get it. No, I wrote Jack Black, who is kind of like Adam Devine plus 25 years. So honestly, this is
I didn't expect this from you, but I should have expected this from you. So wow, you really just want him to just like look after you, don't you?
and make me laugh. That's important. He's funny, but he's not like too funny. I feel like he's probably depressed.
You can't say that.
No, but he's like, every comedian when they're off stage is either like too happy or they're depressed, and I want one of the depressed ones. You know what I mean? Also, Adam Devine's not that funny.
He's not that funny, but he's really cute. We're on the last question. So I'll take this. So for last question, since we're uploading onto YouTube, I wanted to know your favorite YouTube channel.
So I answered this with what I've been watching like non-stop for the last 6 months or something. So I don't know if it's my favorite channel of all time, but right now it's like all I could think of. I was like, this is the best channel. I want to talk about this channel. I love this channel so much. Um,
Okay, you that was a lot of clues, but YouTube is still there's a lot of channels to choose from. Um, so can I get another clue?
okay. The other clue is that about 7 or 8 months ago, there was a chance that we thought that this channel was going to disappear. It might end, and then it didn't, and it got better.
Oh, oh, this is Drophy, isn't it?
It is. It is. I love Trophy so much. And at the start of this year, they all lost their jobs, and I genuinely had like. I mean, I understand it was obviously much harder for them, but I had a moment where I was like, oh my god, are they just gonna stop making content? Am I gonna have to start looking for some other channel that combines art and humor and just like nice people?
That's like they're pretty one of a kind.
And I'm so glad that they're still around. And we kind of went through the same thing with the girls from Clever TV when they all lost their jobs, and they've mostly stuck around still making content. So I'm just really glad that YouTube, evil though it is, run by evil Google, it is thanks to Patreon and stuff like that, letting these people actually keep on doing what they're really good at doing. Because like, to get back to the point at the start of the episode, what we really like to see is people doing what they love and doing it really well, and that's all I want. I have absolutely no idea what you wrote.
Okay, so for mine, I also wrote someone that is really good at doing what they do. Uh, I don't know how to give you any clues for this. We watch a lot of uh, design and clothing stuff. It's one of those.
Okay, if that's the only clue you're giving me, is it going to be like a Karolina Zabrowska or a Rachel Mixey or something like that?
No, good guesses. I went more academic.
Oh, oh, it's like someone that actually teaches you.
Yes. So, are you're almost there?
I've blanked on the name, but
But yeah, no. Okay. I wrote Zoe Hong, who is a lecturer, I think, a professor of design, of fashion design, and her videos are basically lectures, but they're like it's like getting a lecture from your favorite teacher, and she's funny and she's entertaining and she's engaging, and she's like I would sign up to do her course, and I actually would get through it. I feel like she's the kind of teacher you could, if you didn't understand something, you could actually go up and talk to her about it, and she would respect you as a human. It's great. Her channel is great. It makes me feel like I'm about to launch my portfolio and apply to a design college when I'm absolutely not, because she's like, no, you can do this. Here's how to do this. Here's all the steps to do this. Go and do it. And I'm like, maybe I could do that. But so far I haven't. But if you ever see me getting like a design degree or something, it's all thanks to her because she's taught me everything I know. So
no, I love that. I love that choice. I agree. I agree. She's great and underrated.
I think she has a lot of followers, but she's still underrated because the only people watching her are like already into that subject. But I feel like even if you have absolutely no interest in clothing or fashion at all, you could still watch and it would still be great.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think also a good channel for just like artists to watch. She's got videos on how to illustrate and color theory and stuff like that.
And obviously how it applies to design.
This is just you're just talking about your favorite. I mean, we could do a whole episode talking about our favorite YouTubers.
But those are the ones that we picked for today, and that was the last question. So I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thanks for listening if you made it all the way through.
Wow, that was actually polite of you.
It was. That was out of character. You're welcome that you got to hear me talking so much today. Good for you. Bye.
Yeah, bye.